The visualizations that I created illustrate whether a correlation exists between unemployment rates and suicide rates. Using data from regions around the world, I found that a link between unemployment and suicide exists in some countries like Japan and the United States. If you look at my line graph unemployment versus suicide rates in Japan and Ireland, you'll notice that the rates of suicide and unemployment appear directly related for Japan. These lines exhibit similar trends over time and rise and fall together. In contrast, Ireland's suicide and unemployment rates appear unrelated. As Ireland's unemployment rate peaks to 14.7% between 2012 and 2013, its suicide rate remained around 1%. The line graph demonstrates that unemployment may parallel or cause suicide in some countries, but the link is not universal. The causes of suicide are often layered. For example, Japanese culture esteems work as an extension of a person's honor, so it follows that a higher unemployment rate may affect the suicide rate in certain populations more than others. In my bar graph, I compared the suicide deaths per 100,000 people versus the unemployment rate in all 50 states. The most recent data available was from 2016. This visualization indicates that states with higher suicide rates also tended to have higher unemployment rates. For example, New Mexico had 22.5 suicide deaths per 100,000 people in 2016 and a 6.7% unemployment rate. Both of these numbers were higher than the national average. States with lower suicide rates also generally had lower unemployment rates. In Massachusetts, the suicide deaths totaled 8.8 per 100,000 people, while the unemployment rate was 3.6%. The state with the highest suicide rate in 2016 was Montana, and the state with the highest unemployment rate was Alaska. South Dakota and New Hampshire had the lowest unemployment rates, while New Jersey had the lowest number of suicide deaths. Overall, this data supported the idea that higher unemployment rates can correlate to higher suicide rates. Thank you for listening.